How's it going, YouTube? I know it's been a month or so since the last time you guys saw the F-250. I do have a little bit of time today to kind of tinker with it. I don't know too much about these F-250s. This is the first 7.3 non-turbo power stroke I've had. And so I'm kind of learning as I go. So if you guys do see something I'm missing, definitely let me know down below. But the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and take the batteries up to the parts store, because last month or so, whenever we were tinkering with it, I had the batteries on a charger, our charger inside the shop. And it said it was holding charge, but I don't know if the charger was messed up or not. But when we put them in the truck, it just kind of seemed that they were still kind of low on voltage. So I have to run up there anyways for the Dodge. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the batteries up there, have the guys test it, make sure they are holding charge. If they are, go ahead and charge them up, throw them back in here, hook everything up, and then see if we're having any sparks and fires wanting to pop up. Because as you guys know, we got this out of an estate sale. It's probably sat for at least 10 or so years. And there's just kind of chewed up wires everywhere. Kind of show you guys. So as I'm talking to you guys, I see one chewed up wire right there. So that's just kind of stuff I'm worried about whenever we hook the battery up. But it's just little stuff here and there that I'm going to be kind of looking at today. I did go ahead and check the transmission fluid. So if we do get started today, we won't burn the transmission if I put it in drive. It does have oil. I did check the coolant. It has coolant in it. Not sure if the go plugs work, not sure if the solder solenoid works, so this is all stuff I'm going to be kind of tinkering with today. I did go ahead and try to take off the intake to help out, give me some extra room with this battery, but the bolt's just completely stripped right here, so I'm going to have to kind of fight around that, but it's no biggie. Here's another just random wire just hanging out. It's just a bunch of just random just stuff all over the place, so that's why I'm going to kind of work on the batteries today and see if they're holding voltage. If so, hook them back up to the truck and just see if we have any sort of wiring problems. As you can see, there's some more stuff over here just completely unplugged and chewed through. So we have a little bit of work on our hands, and yeah, so let's go ahead and knock out the batteries, throw them in the back of the truck, take them to the auto parts store and grab some lunch, and then we'll be right back. We're pulling back into the auto parts store. The guy called me earlier, said the batteries are testing good, but they're reading really low, but the battery themselves are good. So they've been here for a few hours now charging. Might be just enough to get to try to crank over. If not, we might set them on our battery tender overnight, so we'll see what we got. Just got done putting the batteries back in the truck. Both of them are charged a little bit. They are still reading low. I think the cold cranking amps is like 850. Yeah, so 850. I think they were reading like around 690, 692. This one, he was having a hard time showing me the cranking amps on. He says it is charged, but he was having a hard time. You can kind of see on the terminals right there that he was having a hard time. I call them alligator teeth, but he's having a hard time putting the claws on the battery to show me the charge. So I'm hoping that this one doesn't give me any issues with the terminals. If it does, then we're probably gonna go spend like $200 on another battery, which I'm not trying to do because I just want to see if it'll get cranked up. So yeah, let me go ahead and hook the terminals back up and see if we have any fires popping up. I'm not seeing anything smoking so far. I guess let's just try to pump it over and see what it does. Alright, so we got the keys. Interior is still looking really good from the last time we cleaned it. Alright, let's see if we have any power. That's a good sign. We got lights, wait to start button. Radio works. I don't know if you can see, but the voltmeter is just kind of going back and forth, just bouncing around. So definitely low on power. Let's try to do a little crank. Nothing. Not even a little bit. Alright, so went and grabbed some extra juice. Got the battery hooked up. It's reading off 12 right now, which I was hoping would be a little bit better than that, but should be enough to maybe see if we get some more juice. Let's put the keys back in it. still kind of bouncing around, but higher than what it was. Let's kind of go bump the starter solenoid. See if we have any luck. See if we at least kind of get a little bit of a turnover. Alright. Alright. Well, that's a better sign than what we were dealing with. So, still reading 12. I guess let me kind of tinker around with it a little bit. Make sure once again there's no fires popping up, because there's wires that are cut everywhere. And I'll check back in with you. Well, everything's freed up. I'm not smelling anything. I don't think we're leaking anything. Not leaking anything. I don't know if we're getting any fuel though. The next check mark would be trying to see if we have any fuel coming to the injectors. And I actually don't even know if we have any fuel. That would be another question as well. The gas gauge, let's see what it's reading. Alright, right now it's saying full, but that's definitely probably not working. Alright, let's just try to give it another bump. Okay, that was sounding a lot better. I think it's slowly coming around. Okay, I do smell something burning. And I also see an injector that is either not tightened down or completely leaking. You can kind of see it's, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's spraying up there, and this one back here looks like it's leaking. Alright, we're just kind of tightening up, double checking these fuel lines. There's a third one I found that was leaking. I'm not smelling the burning smell anymore, so that's good. But these in the back were definitely loose.
Do you have fuel?
Yeah, it was squirting. The gauge says it's full, but you know that ain't right.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, you know what, dude? Look at this. There is a ton of fuel. One of these is spraying. Must have been this one that was spraying, but there's a ton of fuel in this valley right here, right on top of the glow plug. No, I just tightened it, but it looks like it's all wet, so this one may have been spraying whenever I wasn't paying attention. So that one's definitely getting fuel.
Well, you said it is wet right there.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. That first one already closed off?
Yeah, it's closed. Should I undo it?
No, I don't think so. The firing order might bounce around though. I don't know idea.
Loosen these?
I don't know anything about these trucks.
Me either. That's why I'm learning as we go. If this was a Cummins, we'd probably already have it cranked.
Oh, this would have been cranked 6 months ago.
Alright. I don't see anything.
Yeah, there's fuel. There's fuel. I see it. I see it. Yep. Oh.
Alright, stop. Alright, so we got fuel to 4 of them. Alright, just an update. The back ones, we got fuel come to those and closed off. Still working on the front 3 on this side. We got this one closed off, and this one was just spraying fuel whenever we had it cranked, but we think we might have overloaded the starter solenoid, so we're gonna let it cool down for a second. But as you can see, there's a lot of fuel dumped down in here, so I guess the lines were already cracked before I started cranking on it, and I just didn't notice it because I was just not paying attention. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let it sit for a second. And then, are you messing with the key?
I just cycled it, so I'm
Okay.
gonna try to crank it over and hopefully.
I thought I heard something hit. All right, Caleb just got his 6.7 deleted. So we're gonna take a look. I haven't heard it yet, so we're gonna take a listen to it at the same time while the F-250 is cooling down in between trying to crank it. What muffler's on it?
Flow Pro,
5-inch.
yeah. It's on the stock tune right now, so it's on level 1.
That sounds good.
Letting it
Still.
kind of break in. I want to make sure the delete, everything went good with the delete job before I turn it up.
No, it sounds really good though.
Harley lift.
Hey, the Carly lift. I haven't even got to see the tires actually in daylight yet.
Harley's
The new 37s. Looking real good. But yeah, we're just letting the F-250 cool down for a second between starting it. Just want to come out here and take a look at his truck since it's got deleted. But he has Flow Pro muffler on at 5-inch all the way back. Sounds pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to tighten them all up, and then try to use this bleeder on the fuel filter housing and see if I can't get some fuel to come out, or try to get all the air out. Alright, I'm hearing weird noises with the key on. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, so we got fuel at the filter, so that's good. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but that's with the key on. Alright, I guess I'm going to call it a day now, guys. I've got fuel at the bowl. It's been squirting all over the intake over there, as you see. I cracked up some of the lines. Most of the lines are getting fuel, but I'm pretty sure I've already fried the starter solenoid, so it's just, it's not even wanting to go now. So looks like I need to be ordering some parts. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not really too positive on these 7.3 IDIs. So if you guys have any recommendations or tips I could use, definitely leave a comment down below and let me know. And yeah, I guess I'll order some parts, and you guys will see in the next video if we get it cranked. Thanks for watching.